Thank you for stopping by my channel and choosing to watch this video. Today I'm going to make a hand-painted decoupage plate. The materials you will need for this art is any plate, decoupage glue, decoupage napkin, acrylic paints and varnish. So this is what we're going to make today. Isn't it pretty? So let's start. I will be giving you lots of tips and techniques throughout the video, so please take note. I have taken a melamine plate here. I was not using it, so it was just lying around, and I have painted it white with gesso, a primer. You can also use an acrylic paint. So place your so when you choose your napkin, now here I have already removed the back layers which are called plies. We don't want any straight edges, so if there are any straight edges in your napkin, dip a thin brush in water and draw over the edges and then just rip them. So this ripped edges will have a very good finish. It will blend well with the plate. So just place your napkin and see where you want the design to be. And I personally prefer working in sections. I glue the paper napkin in sections onto the surface. So take some decoupage glue and apply decoupage glue on the area where you are going to paste. Like here I have just taken one section, one part of the plate. So apply enough decoupage glue, not too much, not too less. Make sure you cover the entire area. If you leave any space without the glue, that is going to form a bubble. So make sure you cover the entire area with glue. And another important tip here, which I've also shared in many of my other videos, is that do not press your napkin down with your finger. So when you do this, the napkin will tear. So always use a plastic sheet like this and then just press it in an outward direction. So this will remove any bubbles or wrinkles if they have formed, and that will give you a wrinkle free and nice finish. So complete the other sections as well in the same way. I'm just drying here with a hair dryer just to speed up the process. So once it is completely dry, apply a generous coat of decoupage glue. We do this step to seal the project so that later when you paint, and even if the paint spills on the surface, you can just wipe it off with a damp cloth. Now after that layer is completely dried, we will be removing all these excess napkins with a sandpaper. Just rub the edges for the paper to come out neatly. So here we have finished the decoupage part, and now the main thing is to blend the napkin or the paper with the plate. So we have the areas where we can see the plate with white paint and the areas where the napkin is. So here I'm choosing a blue, a purple and a green. I'm choosing a light blue to fill the background first. So this again will come with trial and error. You have to keep blending colors and see which actually blends very well with the napkin background. So the blue that I put first looked a little more brighter. I don't want it so bright, so I'm mixing a little bit of white with it and blending it. Another tip in blending colors with decoupage napkin is that every time you apply color, you should go over the napkin also, so that you don't see the edges of the napkin and the color will actually blend well and smooth. It'll look like it flows with the napkin. You will not see where the paper starts or ends. It'll be like a painted or printed design. So apply the paint on the paper also. You can mix a couple of colors and see whichever is closer to the actual napkin color. You can use that. Now here, if you actually see the napkin, it's a little dirty blue kind of a color. So I mixed a little bit of green, a dark green, just a tinge of a dark green to get that blue color. I'll add some more white acrylic to make it more lighter, and this color should actually match the napkin exactly. Also keep blending the color layer over layer, one after the other, at least for like a couple of layers, so that the napkin is not seen and it looks like a print. That is very important. If you just give like one layer of color, you can see the edge of the napkin. To avoid that, you have to do couple of layers. Keep painting on the same surface, layer over layer. Keep blending the colors. This will give you a very smooth finish and it will look like the design is actually printed on the plate. See, now we have a very beautifully blended plate with the design. You can't make out where the paper has started or ended. We have a nice plate with a light blue background. Now the next step is to finish the design. Because we have cut off the paper a little bit, the feather part and the flowers part near the head is missing. So we will finish the design with some acrylic painting. So choose colors which are there in the napkin itself. Usually that is the tip. You always choose the color which is there in the napkin. So here I am choosing some blue, some purple and some green. I'm going to make some flowers like in the napkin. These are very simple. You really don't need any painting skills for this. All I'm doing is dipping the brush in the color that I want, and I'm just making 5 petals very randomly and not very neatly, just just brushing some 5 petals. Just draw like thick lines, 5 lines on all sides, and keep doing this. You can do it. The napkin actually has all mixed purple and blue colors, flowers. So I'm just going and doing it in blue and purple and maybe lighter shades as well, just mixing all these colors and randomly drawing these petals. To give them more dimension, I will choose a lighter shade and a darker shade and again go over the same flowers. This will give it some dimension and also some depth. Similarly, just I'm finishing off the feather part also, and I will also be blending the extend the branch to the end of the plate so that the design looks finished. So with that, our design blending is done. It really has come out very well and it looks complete now. Now for the edge of the plate, I am giving some gold. I'm just mixing some gold and copper together, and I'm just rubbing the paint. I'm taking the paint in my finger and rubbing it along the edge of the plate. This actually brightens the whole plate, and it also gives it a nice antique kind of finish, and it looks really gorgeous when you hang it on the wall. There is it's not necessary that you have to give only a gold finish. You can give any contrast color, that's fine. So now to finish off everything, we are using an Aqueda PU Asian Paints exterior varnish. This is a water based varnish, and it dries very fast. Always take some varnish onto a smaller container and then use it. This way the varnish will last longer time. I have made another plate like this. It's like a tile design to match with this plate. So when these plates are hung like a cluster on the wall, they look really gorgeous. So apply the varnish all over the plate evenly and let them dry. This is water based varnish and it dries really fast and it gives a beautiful sheen. You can give another coat. Since we're going to hang it inside the house, it's not necessary, but if you want, you can give another coat, but do it only after it dries overnight, when the first coat dries overnight. And there you go, we've finished. It's a beautiful, gorgeous wall plate with the items that we had in our house. It is just a normal plastic melamine plate, and look how gorgeous it is. And I have made few more plates to match with each other, and I'm going to hang them all together on the wall. These colorful plates just bring the wall alive and they enhance the whole room decor. So please do try them. They are easy to make and they look gorgeous, and I'm sure anybody who comes to your house is going to ask you where you got them or how you made them. And when you hang them in clusters of different shapes and sizes, they just look absolutely brilliant. Hope you liked this tutorial. Do try out and send me pictures of what you have made. Thank you so much for watching the video, and do subscribe to my channel for more such videos, and also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye bye.